over here in the center right location on this 3-player map, we have a legendary Protoss player from StarCraft 1, even more legendary in StarCraft 2.
TricKsteR.
Wow.
Oh, you know what?
What?
He switched to TSL after they filmed that. They cropped out TSL.
Oh, that makes sense. I was wondering why they did that. Over here in the upper left, we have one of the best Zergs in the world. He is...
I am Lushida.
I want to go to the water park. I'm not much of a water park guy.
Maybe sometime in August when it's nice and hot.
I'm going to wear a Speedo.
Oh, cool.
My pasty nerd body. Reflecting the sun.
Take a picture of it.
My pasty plus hairy nerd body.
That's true.
I'm like an albino Wookiee.
TricKsteR once again faces Forge expansion. He's actually very well known for figuring out the opening he likes and always doing it. I can vouch. I've played him plenty of times on the ladder taste. This guy just gets into a trend and he's like, well, this is the best, I'm just going to do it. It's like, it's the best strategy. I don't know, it's the best strategy. I think it's the best, so I'm going to do it.
Well, you know, the thing about doing that is it has pros and cons. I mean, the problem is your opponents can prepare, but they'll never really be as prepared as you are because this is what you do, and even the other Protosses do other things. So
unless it's NestT.
NestT.
He actually knows the inside of your brain. And
NestT's like, you're doing the strategy again, and fog begins to appear on the lenses of his glasses because he's so angry because he's NestT.
NestT is a cross between Obi-Wan Kenobi and Albert Einstein.
Ooh. All right, we need it. We need Albert Einstein with that hair, NestT's face photoshopped on that, and he's holding a lightsaber.
Well, that'll be on Reddit in about, like looking at my watch, 45 seconds. It'll be, yeah.
Your mission has been given to you, nerds.
All right, so he made his gateway before the first cannon. I'd love to see people stretch the advantage as far as they possibly can.
Yeah, you got to.
Tiny things like that actually, at this level, Tasteless, make a world of difference.
Makes all the diff in the world. Oh, perfect. That probe should play hide and go seek.
Dude, he prepared for this match like no one else did. He actually has. He wants this, man. TricKsteR was one of the guys that we were really like in Season 1. He's going to win probably. You know, he's the favorite. He hasn't had it. He is still preparing for it.
All right, we got more probes mining over here. And that drone is still hidden. He should know about that, but every once in a while we have surprising results where they just forget about the drone.
Yeah.
I mean, it does happen.
It definitely does, man. He's got a lot on his mind right now. I can't even tell you the possibilities. He's thinking about everything his probe is about to see. He's going to look at it all. He's thinking about losing that probe and how that's affected his economy. He's thinking about losing that probe. What did he see? Did it feel weird? Did it look weird? Did it look all right?
Probably thinking of a slogan for a contest. He wants a year pass. Those Zerglings are so close. And look at that. LeSier's so good. The moment that finishes, he leaves. And only now can TricKsteR use all those mineral patches. That's why he had those Zerglings there.
Like true Tasteless. Both these players, two of the quickest in StarCraft 2. In StarCraft 2 APM, we have TricKsteR right now. He's about 250-ish on average. And LeSier, he's all over the place, man. But I saw him as high as 300 StarCraft 2 APM.
And this Overlord will be pushed out. The Stalker will not be able to kill it in time. See? See?
Thank you, Miss Cleo.
No problem. Now, the Stargate's on the way, and I think he did make a mistake. He's like, oh, there is a drone in my main. All right, you're not supposed to see the Stargate, so this is a... TricKsteR now up to a little bit of a bad start.
Yeah, he's going to be unhappy with that. Because normally, if they're going to scout that, it's going to be an Overlord and you kill it, so it's like... It's this gentleman's agreement. You scout my starport, I kill your Overlord. But it's just a drone that he doesn't really care about.
Well, it's all quite gentlemanly except for the Overlord. All right, so he did see the Void Ray animation in the Stargate, so he knows what's coming. And, you know, Zerg can know about this and Protoss still do well, but ideally you just never want to have your opponent know. And,
all right, it looks like it's going to be Void Ray into a 6 to perhaps 7 Warp Gate Rush. He has 6 right now. I wonder, though, because, let me take a look. Oh, he's only at 36 probes at the moment.
He's not making more.
Yeah, because if you're going to go 6 gate, you actually really do need. I mean, 7 gate, you actually really do need like at least 45 probes. If you have less than that, it's actually like, well, I'm not sure what you're thinking.
Now, the gateways are going to finish, and this rush is going to commence. This rush is slightly different from the 7 warp gate rush.
Yeah,
basically, the Void Ray incorporated in there. If you're doing this right, you want to focus the Void Ray's first attack on a structure or on a queen.
Yeah.
It will be fully charged
Or 2 different
up.
roaches.
Yeah.
And of course, he's going to be a little bit Zealot heavy in this. He's already gotten +1. He's already spent a lot on Void Rays. But that's fine because the Void Rays counter the roaches very, very well. Now notice he's led with the Void Ray to stop any scouts from seeing the rest of his rush coming. And he's going to restart pro production during this for a little bit at least. Very interesting to see. The pylon is so well placed, he's going to be able to warp in without any problem.
All right, now he wants to focus on a queen while avoiding the Spore Crawler. These Zerglings are not going to be very useful against the Zealots. The Roaches will be.
And he's targeting down that Void Ray. If he can kill a Void Ray, it'll be huge. They are a backbone of this.
He did keep it alive.
For
now, one of the Void Rays is charged up here. That's pretty scary.
And the Zealot's even going down town on roaches, and he's targeting. Will he kill it? No! The Void Ray with 12 hit points left there. He's still got 2 queens, though. Can Lucira fight back and kill that Void Ray? The one Void Ray does go down, and that is gigantic for Lucira. He's making another queen in that hatch.
And the Void Ray lost its charge, too.
Yes, it certainly did. This army that TricKsteR has is not that big. In fact, Lucira, with killing that Void Ray, 2 Void Rays is more than twice as good as 1. 1 does not complement this build correctly. This is something that can be cleaned up by roaches and Zerglings at this point very easily. The Void Ray he can almost ignore.
Yeah,
2 you can't, 1 you can.
Now note that Evolution Chamber is really poorly placed.
Yeah, it is.
Actually, that's really bad. He's going to have to fix that. Nice force fields, though.
Indeed it is. And Zerglings come around for the flank. As the force fields run out, the roaches can come through. But if he kills all the Zerglings before that, beautiful, another force field, but oh my god, he did not have another to stop the roaches. The roaches come in, he will be cleaned up, and TricKsteR should just GG from here. This is
he's actually
not
dead.
A recoverable situation.
And I think he might actually with the Void Ray just kind of sitting there.
Yeah, 54 supply to 113. Lucira has held this. Lucira has 3 bases, insane creep spread, crazier macro. He's up 53 drones, up 54 probes. In fact, probes are the only units that TricKsteR has until these units warp in right there. He's going for Colossus, but at this point, I mean, Lucira can just macro into anything and win.
All right, thank God he got rid of that Evolution Chamber. Yeah, I mean, I'm on the same page as you. Basically, TricKsteR is in so much trouble. This is not something you recover from very easily. I don't know if this is even the best rush to do in this situation. It takes the Void Rays a little while to get over there at those distances. They're across.
Agreed.
You know.
And he didn't really do anything with them to start.
Yeah.
The other rush like that, he did a lot more. And look at this, just mass Zerglings coming in. And you know what? Here's the thing. That was effective for Lucira. That was worth losing all
sentries,
those.
yeah.
Exactly. Not only that, but the energy. Roaches are coming. And the roaches are coming, Tasteless.
The roaches are coming.
And there's actually, he has nothing to stop. He's going to have an immortal.
If I was Lucira, I'd put little tap dance shoes on the roaches. I'd be like, click, 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 click. I'd be like, oh no, they're coming.
Well, here they do come, Tasteless. The Bill Cosby roaches.
All right. Now,
oh man, this
Force will go down. No armor upgrade. Goodbye.
Zealot's coming out to attack the roaches. Ugh. Running away or attacking, both of those strategies would work at this point. I mean, this here's taking his 4th base. Look at the mini-map. There's purple everywhere.
It's red.
Well, the creep is purple.
Yeah,
man.
I was all worried.
Oh, I don't. Yeah.
Now we suddenly discover this episode of the GSL that Artosis is colorblind.
You know who's actually colorblind?
Who?
Liquid Red.
Is he?
Yeah, he has to smack tab on the mini-map, or at least in StarCraft 1. I don't know what the button is in StarCraft 2, to see drops coming.
Oh, that's interesting.
That's why a lot of his ZVTs back in StarCraft 1 he'd lose to drops.
Oh, that's I have a good buddy of mine who's colorblind, but it doesn't affect him as much in his games.
Yeah.
Now, we have a lot of roaches, a lot of Zerglings on the map. Right now, Protoss is just desperate. The Protoss will kill to get an expansion up so this game can go on any further.
Oh, man. Mass Zerglings with only one Colossus, not too much splash being done.
And look at that. That's just Zerglings doing that much damage to the Protoss army.
Against a Zealot Colossus army, too. It's like, well, that's what happens. And the series even expanding again at this point, Tasteless. Taking base number 5.
My God.
He has a quadrillion creep tumors out. Look at that, man. Oh, my God. You can count to infinity by counting the creep tumors.
Wow. Infinity is a pretty long period of time.
It's a big number. So, yeah.
All right. Well, this kind of ragtag Protoss control group is moving around the map just trying to secure this. I think right now TricKsteR knows, looking at this, he's like, well, this is pretty bad. I actually think I just saw a hatchery over here, and yes, I did.
Well, Lucera right now, he's coming in even as mutas at this point.
And, my God, the mutas.
Good force fields. Those roaches not doing a whole lot, and TricKsteR actually holds that. A very poor attack by Lucera. But Lucera is still up at 157 against 123.
Well, he's going to keep making mutas, and you know, I don't know if Stalkers aren't the best anti-air, in the game of Starcraft 2.
Certainly not. But, I don't mind that he's going mutas at this point, realizing that Colossus Zergling is a big part of the army of TricKsteR. And I love this counterattack. TricKsteR has to turn around, stops this attack dead in his tracks. A lot of probes will be taken out. Poor TricKsteR. He brought it upon himself, Tasteless.
He's doing these kind of attacks that this is not an incredibly technical attack. It's one that I guarantee you Lucera's experienced a lot. Unlike game number 2, where I was like, wow, this is actually really impressive. But you know what? To TricKsteR's credit, he's still sort of moving around with his army. It looks like he's almost ready to ditch his main base, which isn't good.
Yeah, I think at this point he realizes, well, if I go back and kill that, what do? Walk back? He applies his mutas out. He saves them all. He's going to have way too much for me. Can't wait that long. Have to go now. Here he is. This is his time.
This is his one shot to come back, and look at what Lucera's going to do. He's just going to keep counterattacking in the base. He's like, I have way more bases, way more space on the map.
He's got to be careful, though. I mean, if it comes down to army versus army, he's going to have to eventually go back and fight that off. But, of course, with Lings and mutas, he can go around, target down Nexi, and just have extractors everywhere, and there's actually no way for TricKsteR to split his army and defend his last pylon, and to actually attack into the whatever Lucera has left. So that is one great thing about Mutiling, that you can actually always win base trade races.
Yeah, I mean, he basically has mobility on his side. And look at this. He's just going to make a bunch of spine crawlers inside of his main. He's saying, whatever, man.
Yeah.
This is a really nice play here.
Exactly the right choice by Lucera. I love it. This is actually, it's so funny if you are a Protoss player that gets to go on the Korean server, play on the high level, you are actually going to see Zergs go for this. They're like, well, if I can hit Muta while he's going Colossus, then I can do a base trade like this. So, TricKsteR being revealed.
He's actually going to lose all of his structures. There's just no way. And that's going to be GG here as we go on into game number 5. Every Protoss building destroyed.
Lucera showing us a lot of intelligence in that game. Not freaking out and going after the army and trying to save himself. Just realizing, oh, wait a minute, I can kill your buildings so easily.
Yeah. It's
You're not tricking me, TricKsteR.
Yeah.
TricKsteR's like, I guess you get a treat. He slips his Snickers into Lucera's bag.
He slips one of those apples with razors, and people are afraid they're going to have it. It's actually just an urban legend. But
I know. They really pumped that into us in school, Tasteless.
Oh, well, the
my
news
neighbor
is just so good at actually making us worried about stuff that there's just, you don't need to be worried about.
Little old lady across the street gives me an apple. I have to throw it away because school told me so. No, I know her. I rake her leaves for $3,
Why would that little granny put razors in the apples? She didn't. Stop freaking out.
Yeah. Well,
learn to enjoy life.
We are going to go on to game number 5. That's awesome, man. This is actually a great series. 2 of the games that have been played so far I'm in love with, and I'm happy with how Lucera played the other 2.
Well, they're both... These are actually 2 guys that are fun to watch play.
Yes.
I do think TricKsteR might want to... And maybe now is too late because it's actually the rubber match at this point in time, but I think throughout the series he probably should have had a little bit more standard play. it's very specific what he's doing.
Yeah,
he's trying to.
Well, he has it planned out to a T.
Yeah, he wants to drive in this game. He does not want to be the guy, that's defending.
Even when his opening build on Crossfire failed, the Cannon Zealot Rush, even when that failed, he automatically knew exactly what to go into. He went into it and won a macro game. So
yeah,
I mean, the guy has done immense planning.
Well, our next map is pretty big. We're going to have a 5-minute break, though. Oh, no, we're not, actually. Excuse me. We're not going to go to commercial this time, as usual. Looks like we might have a longer day today, so we're just going to push through here. But the map is Terminus 3. Big map.
Yeah.
Open map.
Biggest map.
Biggest map. Well said.
This is definitely a map that you're going to have to be careful on. If TricKsteR wants to do another one of these weird Void Ray all-ins, it's pretty far, It's not what I want to see, Tasteless.
Well, we'll see. He might do another kind of weird, wonky all-in strat. Mm-hmm. We'll find out, though. TricKsteR, the all-in king right now against Lucira. Wax off, wax on, Zerg.
That's actually a good way to put it.
It's a good way to put him. He's a wax on, wax off. Karate Kid, Mr. Miyagi taught him. So didn't he complain like the Karate Kid guy did? He's like, well, I don't understand, Mr. Miyagi. He just did it. Mm-hmm. And defended the Void Ray all-in with it.
He looks wise.
He does. Look at that beard. You going to say no to that? No!
Of course not.
Of course not. So let's go to the rubber match here at game number 5. In this Codas match, only one will move on to the round of 4. Will it be TricKsteR or will